Hi everyone, welcome back to lesson number 4 of how to read Japanese video. This lesson will be an interlude in which instead of going ahead to 4th and 5th rows, I'm going to give you a tip on how to pronounce Japanese words, because this series is not only about how to read, you should learn how to speak too. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make you sound like you're speaking Japanese. So in the previous video, I asked you to practice pronunciation, like I said, repeat after me, and we practiced, let's say, for example, let's talk about this Cairo, and if you're an English speaker, you might well pronounce this as like kakikukeko, right? That's what you would have done, I guess. Yeah, kakikukeko. But that's not how Japanese speak. It doesn't sound like Japanese at all because you're putting too much of an accent to each of the letters. Yeah, I believe if you're an English speaker, you tend to do that once you see this kind of alphabets, right? You count the consonant and a vowel, consonant and vowel. So you make you feel you have to put accent on each of them. Ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. But in Japanese, if you want to sound like Japanese, all you have to learn is you have to make it flat. So here's how Japanese speak this. It's kakikukeko, kakikukeko, kakikukeko. I see it. There's no accent in it. So if you were to write it, I mean draw a graph of it. All right, so let's say the y-axis was an accent. I mean let's say the volume of your sound, intensity, whatever. So an English speaker would go like ka, ki, ku, ke, ko, right? That's the volume. That's how the volume goes. But in Japanese, kakikukeko is flat. Okay? So you have to practice speaking very flat. Then that will sound like Japanese. But that doesn't mean Japanese don't put any intonation on words. We have intonation, but we don't do that with the volume, intensity. Not so much, and instead we use what we call a pitch. Pitch means that the frequency. If the frequency is high, it means the pitch is high, and this way it's low. So in that case, well, if you're English speaker and you go kaki ku ke ko, then maybe that will be a kaki ku ke ko, like that, right? But if you were Japanese, you would go kaki ku ke ko. So that means kaki ku ke ko. Kaki ku ke ko. So pitch is what we use to give intonation to a word, and the volume is always flat. Basically, it's flat. So why don't we practice with a specific word, an actual word? I'm going to give you an example. How about, well, any word is okay, but okay, how about this one? You know this word? Yeah. This one. Well, it's Kawasaki. You know this name as a motorcycle company, don't you? It's a Japanese motorcycle company. And actually, it's my last name. So that's why I picked up this one, for example. So how do you pronounce this as in English? So let's say volume or intensity. Okay, pitch. I believe you would go Kawasaki. So you always put accent on each syllables, right? So Kawasaki. Maybe you give the strong accent of this one. And yeah, the pitch too, you would go Kawasaki, right? Well, but Japanese, yeah, as I've already told you, I will go like Kawasaki. The volume is flat, and pitch is in this case, I guess it's like Kawasaki. But the thing is, the pitch is not so important at this stage. It's hard for you to know how the pitch will be because you have to get used to it, used to Japanese words. So you don't have to remember how the pitch will be. So you can just forget about it. And what you should learn now is always make the volume intensity flat. And you should put every syllable, you should put them together very continuously. Don't put any gaps between them, like Kawasaki, okay? Just go flat and continuously Kawasaki. Okay, how about other words? What else words you guys know? Okay, let's go this one. Yeah, you know it, right? Yeah, it's Ichiro. So just as I've pronounced, you would go like Ichiro. Ichiro. Oh, and the pitch would be Ichiro, right? But in Japanese, yeah, flat. And the pitch is, I guess, well, it goes like this. So, by seeing the blue lines, you know how to pronounce that, right? Try it yourself. Okay, it's Ichiro. Ichiro. Right? Okay, what else? Japanese word that you know. Okay, how about this one? I believe you know this word. So, in this case, yeah, you tend to put accent to all of it. So you go like Toyota, right? Maybe the second syllable has the biggest accent. And the pitch would be Toyota, right? In Japanese, yeah, it's flat volume, and the pitch is actually it goes like that, which is not important at this stage. You don't have to remember these, but now you can try to say this word in Japanese. Yeah, it's Toyota. Okay, Toyota. So now today we've learned this principle of keep the volume flat when you speak Japanese. Once you have learned that, you would sound more like Japanese than you've ever been. Okay, so from the next video we'll go back to katakana lesson, and we'll go to the 4th and 5th row and do a little practice on using katakana in the real words of Japanese. Okay? Alright, take care, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.